I mean, I'll
Well, no,
happily stay with the cart or help with hunting either or. Never
Also,
gone hunting really before.
letting you all know, as a reminder, we are being recorded and this will be uploaded to YouTube.
Mhm.
Well, Dole's just gonna hop out of the cart and just start casually walking through the woods.
Good luck, my friend. I shall protect the cart with my life. And Eamon's going to go over here and kind of kind of cover his face and take a nap.
So, who's coming and who's staying?
Moon will hop. Why are there two of me?
It's duplicates!
You tell me.
Who's the mimic?
Oh, I see. Hold on. If I alt, that's what that does. Alt is my push to talk. All right, so Moon will go up with Nash and Dawn. Well, I do know a few things about hunting and where animals like to hide. Mostly squirrels and small game, but it adds up.
Okay.
I'm particularly useful with skinning them, actually.
What time of the day did you say it was there?
It is currently about 1 o'clock, right after lunch. Right after noon. Right after the noon.
Okay, in that case, I will turn to Dole and Moon and say, you two seem proficient in hunting. I'll gather the wood for the night, so we don't have to waste time down the line. I'll put it in the cart on top of Ina, most likely.
I am not asleep yet, my friend, but I would not...
Don't worry about it.
Do try not to crush him, though.
Yeah, I will try.
His prowess might, his prowess in the arcane might help with us there.
I don't appreciate everybody talking about me only 10 feet away.
We're not 10 feet away.
Out at him and then wave at him.
We're not 10 feet away. We're more than 40. So how can you hear us?
It's a little off.
Well, Dole is totally ignoring this whole conversation, and he's just gonna start looking through the woods.
Moon, can you help Dole?
Alright.
Aye, Captain.
So,
Hey, don't call me that, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. And Nash will go and look for dead trees or a short bush that he can cut up.
So, Dole, since you're leading, I need you to give me a survival check for hunting. And Nash, since you're wood collecting, I need a survival check from you. Moon, if you're assisting Dole, are you proficient in survival?
I am proficient in survival.
You can Dole, you can roll with advantage.
Ooh, that's...
Not bad.
Ooh.
Nash, with a nat 20, you find like the perfect firewood. Like, you're basically Captain America chopping wood right now with your bare hands, almost.
This one over here?
But, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Dole, with your 13, it takes you a hot minute. Maybe about like 30, almost 40 minutes. But you finally come across a rather large stag. Here's her thing. How are you going to hunt this? First,
Well, I've got my bow.
Alright. First, I need you to make me a stealth check. If you're able to approach the stag.
Ouch.
8. It perks up and is listening out. And it's ready to run.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take a shot at it. How far away is it?
It's about 60 feet away.
Oh shit! I'll just take a shot at it.
Yeah, go for it.
Damn.
With an 8, you miss. As it hits the ground next to it, it freaks out and begins to sprint away. At a bounding 80 feet per turn, it gets away.
And Dole just kind of put. He actually has
I
a
had
little.
5 more feet of movement.
Alright. Would y'all like to try again?
I would like to try again, yes.
Alright, Moon, you take the lead of hunting this time.
Nice.
Dole, are you proficient in survival?
No.
All right. Moon, you can roll, but without advantage.
That's fine. Yeah, and before she does it, Moon will like pat Doll on the shoulder and be like, "It's all right. Sometimes they get away."
Dole just kind of looks at her because he's actually rather at peace with the fact that this innocent animal has actually escaped. He doesn't mind it.
With a 14,
I got a 14.
it doesn't take you as long, but it's still like 30 minutes. This time, Moon, you find sorry, excuse me. You find a turkey.
I would like to run up to the turkey and try to nom it.
All right. Give
Snap
me
its neck, my
dexterity are you even being attempting to be stealthy? Are you just all
No,
fours?
no, I'm going full bounding, like
All
nom.
right.
And comes out of the forest because that's a thing.
Give me dexterity.
Just dexterity or acrobatics. Oh, I mean, it's the same
Acrobatics.
thing
You
actually.
can give, yeah, either one's fine. And I will have the turkey also give me dexterity. With a 14. 9. You were able to not only surprise this turkey, but it starts trying to fly away. You grab it out of the air with your mouth and land on the ground with it. Like, it is freaking out in your mouth. What are you attempting to do?
Crunch.
Crunch? Alright, give me that damage roll. Give me a... Give me a 1D...
Do I need to?
Yeah, give me a 1D...
Do I need to roll to attack first?
Yeah, no, you do. It's an auto hit. It's in your mouth. And it's automatically going to be a crit. Because your mouth is around it. So 1D8. Making it a 2D8.
Ah, D8. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Its neck is literally in your mouth. You're going to do some heavy damage. Unless you roll a 1 and a 1.
Or a 2 and a 2.
Well, its HP is not high at all. It's
Wait, is it a 2d4 or 1d8?
No, it's 2d8. Because it's a crit. You're automatically critting it.
And lions get claws, not fangs. I don't like this.
Okay.
Alright, you're able to crunch it, and its neck snaps in your mouth. And the turkey goes limp. You now have a large turkey in your mouth.
She will turn to look at Dull and smile, with the turkey still in her mouth.
Dole just kind of raises his eyebrows, folds his arms, and cocks his head to the side a bit, turns around and starts walking back.
Meanwhile, back at the wagon. My friend, I don't think I can handle this much wood.
That's what she said.
Well, I'm a fan of much things. He kind of kicks the wood to the side and trying to wiggle down, and he strums his musical instrument.
Don't worry, I didn't crush you with it. I'll just put it to the side so we can all fit in the wagon.
Calum, are you up to anything?
Probably checking on the horses, making sure they're fine, and keeping an eye on the wagon, but as well practicing with my darts to keep my skills up.
Alright. Give me animal handling check, please, as you check up on Hannah and Jack. With a 7, Hannah's okay with you, but Jack nips at you as you try to get close.
Well, y'all can't be friends at first. You'll like me.
Oi. The ones... No, what did you say? The brown one? The chocolate one, okay.
The dark chocolate. Jack is the dark chocolate.
Yeah. I have it... I wrote it down as dark brown, but... Anyway.
Can't even see his name anymore.
Callium. It seems Hannah likes you.
Eventually, I'll learn how to talk to the masteries to be able to do that all the time.
Have you always been around animals?
In the circus, we have a bunch of them: lions, tigers, bears, elephants.
Oh my.
Oh my!
Ah,
Oh guys, look! Look, I caught it! And she'll hold up with her hand this time a dead turkey.
Oh,
You now have a large
nicely
turkey.
done, both of you.
This turkey, while large, still needs to be defeathered and prepared. And I will tell you how much rations you get from this turkey.
Sweet. I would like to volunteer as the person with claws.
All right. Does anybody want to assist her?
I will try to.
Do you have survival? Do you have proficiency
Yes.
survival? All right.
Yes.
Moon, give me survival with advantage as Nash comes up and tries to help you pluck out the feathers and, de-gut it.
Moon, I have an idea. We used to do this in the military. If you boil hot water and start dipping the turkey, the feather will come out easier.
All right.
Actually, that's player knowledge. I don't know if I should say it. Sorry.
That worked. That's 100%. That works 100%. So yeah, your DC just went lower.
That is a very interesting theory. Did you...
fine.
Let me go find some water real quick.
You gotta stop that boiling water first. I gotta make
we should do that by the campsite when we decide to camp. We have the wood. Ina has it covered.
You got a lot of wood, by the way. A lot of wood. If anything, you at least got like 2 gold coins worth of wood, and that's a lot.
And maybe we can sell the rest if we don't use it all.
I mean, the lumberjack, I'm sure, would appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
You never know.
Are y'all gonna set up camp here? Or are y'all gonna continue on for a little bit longer?
It's 1 a.m., right?
Yes. And from the map that Moon has, you'll have about, with this carriage, you'll have about 16 more hours worth of travel.
Wait, a.m. is night or
No, PM. It is 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's afternoon.
And y'all
We
still
have some. We can travel for. Moon, where are you going?
I think I found some water!
We can use it later. Don't worry.
Alright, fine. Then she'll run back with her 70 feet of movement.
Where did you go? Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah.
You know, I had her like wander all the way up to the pond.
Actually,
We can-
go back. Go back, Moon.
Oh God.
You went over there? Alright.
Yeah, about there.
As you go about there, you see a man sitting by the lake. Or sitting by this tiny little pond. He's just hanging out. This man.
Oh, hello, sir. Sorry, I didn't mean to intrude. I didn't see you there.
Mhm. Oh. Hey. He looks, as he does in the picture, he's well dressed, holding a long samurai sword. It's rather thin and rather long than most. But he just has it resting on his shoulder and he's sitting on his butt looking at the water.
And we'll walk over to him. I can't press to talk and do this at the same time or I'll just duplicate the thing, so apologies. And she'll take a seat next to him. Look at the pond.
No.
Just kind of in his direction.
He doesn't say anything, he just hangs out.
Moon, we'll get the water later.
I am Moon, by the way. Looks to the moon. And you are?
call me D. D. Literally.
How do I spell that?
D-E-E.
ZNUTS?
D's nuts? No. And he answers your name. He gives you the answer, and he just stares blankly over at the water.
All right. Well, she will. Bless you. She will. She'll look at him. She'll look back at where Nash is calling for her, and then she'll stand up again and be like, "Well, the very with you, Mr. D." Give him a little bow, and then head back.
Yeah. He doesn't really react, and you just walk off.
Well, run off with like 70 feet of movement. I've duplicated it again.
You did it again.
All right.
I'm so fast. There's two of me.
Halim, you're coming? We're getting back on track. Callum.
Caleb.
Clover on your end. You can.
Caleb, sorry.
Now, what was that?
You guys.
Flame?
Sorry.
Mechanical with Owlbear.
Oh, I know. I can make it like a mount or whatever, but I'm not worried about that. So, y'all continue on.
In which direction are we going? Straight up?
You can give me survival.
I never rolled. I never rolled for the turkey.
Yeah, are you going to prepare it right now?
I am going to prepare it. Yes.
Right now.
Then go and give me.
Well, it's not like it's going to get any better. We should prepare it
Well-
now so that it keeps.
Well,
With a 6,
my idea was
you
we
still.
would do it at night.
It's still. You start plucking out the feathers. It's not. You don't do a bad job. You wring out the guts. You waste very little meat about it, but you generally get the whole turkey ready. Most of the stuff that you keep is well done. So, altogether, if you cook this all right, you have about 14 rations from this turkey alone.
14 rations?
Yep.
And you said they go bad after 3 days or so?
This for meat, yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But raw meat, mind you.
Yeah, we have to cook it. So,
We don't have to. Like, I would like to either salt this or like jerky it later. I don't think setting up a fire in the middle of the road at the moment would be good.
I mean, we should rest for an hour at least. No, we did rest for an hour, didn't we?
Yep, y'all rested, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But basically got extra supplies on the way there. So, are y'all continuing on now?
Come on now. Let's go onto the wagon.
Alright. Y'all begin to pile up, and it's time to give me another survival, Miss Moon.
I would try and help again
Alright.
with the maps.
It's a very low DC, because this guy gave you a pretty decent map on how to get there.
Still,
Yep.
there are fumble rolls.
There are.
So is this with advantage or no?
Yes, with advantage. And again, you
Nice.
are easily able to find the correct direction you need to go to. It's basically there is a nice made map with a literal like red ink line of the roads you need to travel. So you start heading north again, and at that four-way, you continue on straight. Moon, as you go by and look over at that lake, the man is gone. Just letting y'all know. So,
Oh, I hope he had a good day.
you
What?
continue. You continue on. You go.
What? Who had a good day?
Oh,
Nothing.
when I went over there, I saw sort of samurai type person. He said his name was D.
Who's
He
that?
was very quiet.
Let's pay no mind to that. There are strangers in the woods all the time.
I mean, he seemed pretty nice. He didn't really talk. Didn't seem dangerous.
Yeah, be afraid of the quiet types, they say. Come on, hop on the wagon. You're on
Alright.
top of the wagon. Wait.
So, y'all continue on for quite some time. And y'all eventually come to about maybe 6 hours worth of travel. It's starting to get dark now. So, none of y'all ate during your short rest. Do any of y'all eat on the way here? Any type of rations?
Dog will.
Huh?
Dog will.
Alright, mark off one of your rations.
Yeah, I think Moon might just kind of snack on some of that meat, even if it isn't raw or cooked rather.
It's not cooked. Give me a constitution save with advantage, please.
I'm a lion, rawr.
Exactly. With a 13,
13.
you're able to keep it down quite easily. You're a lion. The DC was 10. Raw meat doesn't taste bad to you at all. You keep it down, and you're relatively now like, I'm not gonna get sick from that. So you're good.
Tastes like turkey.
You consume one ration out of the 13. Basically, you just ate the wing. Basically.
Yeah, basically.
All right. Any, Calum, Nash, do y'all eat a ration?
Yes, but I was trying to remember how many
Y'all
were
have,
given out each.
I think. Did you not mark down how many rations you got?
We've got 4, I think. Plus the ones we had before. Sorry for yawning.
Y'all all got.
Unless your name is Nash, because Nash's rations died.
Yeah. Hard knock life,
So,
right?
so there's 12 rations left of like the raw meat that I just got, right?
13.
No, she just ate one.
Yeah, it was 14.
It was 13.
13? Okay.
Yeah, so between the 12 that are left, she'll split it amongst the 5 of us.
We need to cook it first. Lion lady.
What do you mean?
Um,
Well, I mean, if I suppose, yes, but, you know, in case you want
I think
a
Nash
snack
wants to make a
beforehand.
rotisserie while you're just shredding it apart before it's even cooked.
I'll eat a
I like my
normal
meat
ration for
raw,
now.
very raw.
Alright. So,
Yeah, I'll eat a ration on the way as well.
alright. So none of y'all get exhausted from being too hungry. But it's about time y'all start setting up camp. If y'all choose to set up camp. After the 6 hours of travel, y'all have about 7 hours travel left. That means y'all arrive to the destination tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So, don't mind the extra tokens real quick.
What tokens? I don't see anything.
Mm-hmm. I'll come out to a nice little clearing right here.
Oh, I remember this map.
Off of Beaten Path. And this is a place where y'all could set up camp if y'all choose to set up camp. Do y'all set up camp?
I think we would.
Okay. So, I'm just going to assume the wagon will be shoved right here.
I will start making the tents all around.
You don't have to give me a roll, Nash, because you are a soldier and you are taught it's embedded into you how to make tents and set up camp. So you do not need to give me a roll. But if anybody would like to assist him, it would only speed up the process.
I'll help.
Yeah, also help. Either that, or she'd be like trying to set up a campfire to smoke some of that meat.
I will I will motivate you all from the carriage as you get our places set up for us.
Ina, instead of motivating us, what do you say about feeding Hannah and Zach?
I could do this. Of course.
Give them water as well.
And Ina will prepare food. Remember, y'all have about how many weeks worth of food for Hannah and Jack?
2 weeks.
Yep.
Mhm.
Thank you, baby. Ooh, thank you. Thank you very much. Ooh. My wife made me really good food. All right.
Is this the rations for the horses?
All right. So, you begin to get your camp set up. Is there anything else y'all would like to do while you're setting up camp?
I would make the fire.
Yeah, I'm making the fire.
Oh, okay.
First to smoke the meat.
You're smoking the meat. You're not cooking the meat. You're smoking it. You're going fancy. All right.
Lasts longer if it's smoked.
Mm-hmm. She's right, you know.
Does anyone have a tinderbox? Oh wait, no,
Let me-
here's mine. There it
Oh,
is.
man.
She'll grab some wood from the pile in the carriage, bring it back. There it is. Tinderbox.
What?
Oh, really?
I have candles, but I don't have a tinderbox. Why is that?
I mean, if you post the fire again, I can make it smaller and fit on top of the fire. That's too small. Too fucking small. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to say, y'all got the fire. Y'all got the camp well set up. As night starts to come upon you.
And us will eat with the others, since we need to consume 2 rations a day, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Who's going all fancy with a fire?
The person who has the fire.
All right. So, as night settles
So-
upon y'all, you can look up and see the starry night sky. Nash, it's been a hot minute since you got to actually see the night sky.
Hmm.
And it kind of dawns on you that, like, hey, this may be one of the last few nights I get to see it.
He did not purchase any alcohol before he left. Oh no.
You left it all for the soldiers.
You left it with the.
You gave it to the soldiers.
Mhm. Nas just sits there and looks at the sky. First time he smiles. And basically lays down on the ground before, looking up.
Start handing out smoked turkey meat in ration form. Everyone gets 2, and then there's like 2 extra.
Every now and then, you hear Ina go, "No, that is a terrible boy. Shush."
She'll walk over to Nash and give him 3 units of turkey.
I cannot hear you.
Yeah, it sounds like you got far away.
What happened?
You got far away in Toppy for some reason.
No, I said she walks over to Nash and hands him 3 units of turkey.
Thank you.
Yes, well, you're one of the bigger ones, so I figure you eat more.
I'm pretty big myself. And Ina kind of like.
Ina,
focus on-
I could throw you halfway across this field. Like, I don't mean to offend you, but I could snap you in half. I am.
Wow.
You look like a twig.
I find this very offensive, but I will not argue with you.
I won't. That sort of behavior is not right at all. I just. You know what? No, you're right. Here. And she'll walk over and give him the other extra meat. You need to put some weight on.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Eating meat?
Pity. I don't know how I feel about this pity being given to me.
No pity, scrawny boy.
Alright.
You need to put on some weight.
Caleb,
This is right, you know.
Are you saying you're Caleb? Are you saying you're trying to keep a lookout in the darkness?
No, that was something about my character.
Oh,
For other
yep,
things.
Yep. Gotcha. You're good.
Ilham, how
Yeah.
did you came into town?
Just traveling through. Kind of thought it was time for me to be on my own after living my whole life at the circus.
Did you leave the circus?
Yes, I mean, they were my family and everything, but I felt it was time for me to basically start my own adventure.
I really did never ask you guys, how did you get here? Quite funny.
Well, in your defense, I have the time to.
That's also true.
Joe gets his 2 units. Kaleem gets his 2 units. Caleb. Moon sits down by the fire, not in the fire. Token snapping. And she'll look up the stars.
Alright.
What phase is the moon at the moment?
There's 3 moons, remember.
Right. Wait, what phase are in the moon?
The only moon that's currently in the sky is the red moon.
She'll look up at Mr. Red Moon.
And it is in a 3rd quarter.
She'll extend a paw towards the moon. Well, I don't know if it's how obvious it is, but I do come from a cathedral of some sort. The White Cathedral in the mountains.
We can barely hear you sometimes.
Yeah. You sound kind of distorted as well.
Three.
There you go. Now we can hear you.
Okay, so I don't know how obvious it is to you, but I do come from a cathedral, temple. My goddess is one of several white goddesses and gods. And I decided that I wanted to try to make a difference and see if I could make Grendel better than what it is.
Very noble thing to do. Have you spent your whole life at the cathedral?
Uh-huh. Yeah, my mother raised me in there.
By the way, Flame, just
My
a heads up, it's
Hmm?
a temple, not a cathedral.
temple, gotcha. I couldn't remember.
You're good.
Moon knows, Flame didn't.
Yes, gotcha.
Yes, the White Temple in the mountains. But, yeah, my mother raised me there along with the other sisters and mothers. She's a very skilled seamstress. I hope to find my father eventually.
We all do have to find our fathers at some point.
I never knew my father. Had a father.
Well, you had to have had a father, otherwise he wouldn't exist.
Well, I mean, I had someone who helped me bring me to life, I guess. But I mean, my father, or well, who I called my father, was a. Why is my mind blanking on what he was? Tiefling. He basically was the one who raised me while in the circus.
Well, there's no shame in that.
A lot of tieflings around nowadays.
You know, my skills taught me how to use magic.
I've sort of just come into power through my devotion. And
I'm just good at everything, honestly. I have a talent for music and such things. No. Shush. But yes, I'm quite skilled in most things, but you'll find my talents in entertaining, just like our friend Caleb here.
I mean,
Well,
as
so far
good as
you're-
I am with instruments and everything, my skills are mostly acrobatic.
Perhaps we can put on a show one day together, friend. Oh, fine then. I see how it is. You think you're better than me. You know what?
I'm still trying to learn more about everyone. Don't like to jump straight into bed with anyone before getting to know them a little bit.
Applying what? What are you trying to apply?
Anything.
Dole,
Just staring at him.
you've been pretty quiet this whole time. Brooding, looking at the fire.
Dol, where you come from?
Dog kind of just looks towards him. Stands up and heads into the cart and begins to do his 4-hour meditation to rest.
Very
Well,
curious,
feel
that
about
one.
That one.
And while he is this is just for DM, while he's in the cart, he's doing his meditation. He's actually focusing on his time in Marley and trying to figure out. He's constantly repeating the events that led him to being magically just sent away from there.
Yep. Gotcha. All right.
I really think we should keep an eye on that one.
Maybe he just doesn't know how to make friends. We should try to help him.
Still really didn't like how you threw Brum under the bus. Or under the cart.
What is a bus?
What is the bus?
Throws a rock at Dana.
He attempts to catch but misses. It hits his chest. Alright.
Well then,
Moon will just sigh and shake her head. Please don't start throwing rocks at each other. I don't want to need to heal you before before we actually get into a fight.
It's fine. A rock wouldn't hurt him.
I mean, he is fairly durable, but still.
Well, it's time for us to head to sleep. Have a long day ahead of us.
I can take first watch if you like.
I have no problem. What about you two? We'll wake up till last, I guess.
Alright.
I can take second.
I'll take third then. You can sleep for the night.
I am fine with this.
I'm sure you are.
The most important person of this party needs his strength. I understand.
He stands up.
She grins.
Of course you do, Paul. Of course you do.
And he's just gonna lay his bedroll out and just like lay back, hands behind his head, looking up at the stars, and just beautiful.
You're not gonna sleep in a tent?
Yep.
As once Ina had said, most important person of the party, something had popped back into my head. I remember, I'm not saying this out in the open, just more internal monologuing, but I do remember hearing something about the guard captain. Surprised that he had a weapon. So as soon as he said that, I'm just going to give him a look. Like, and then move to the tent.
Alright. So, as you all begin to get into your tents and start to rest, Moon, I'm going to need you to give me a perception check on your first watch. Welcome to your first...
I have proficiency in that.
Yep, you do. Gimme. With a
22.
You're quite vigilant. You do see a few things scatter about ahead of you around the forest line. But with your expert eyes and your senses, you could see that it's just a raccoon. It smells the fire, it smells the cooked turkey, and it's kind of like... And it just like scurries away after it sees like, oh, big people, no thank you. Otherwise, your watch goes uneventful.
Cool. So at the end of my watch, I'll go over to Caelim's tent, and like kind of nudge him awake. Not poking him because I have claws. Just nudge him awake. Mr. Caelim, sir.
Hey, quick! Is every watch is 4 hours, right?
Every watch is 2 hours.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Just make sure you wake
By the time Caelim is done with his, your meditation will be over.
Okay, gotcha.
All right.
Hey, Mr. Caelim, it is your turn. Do keep an eye out. There's a few raccoons out here and there.
I love raccoons.
They are adorable little things.
Go,
And
Mama.
she will. They're adorable. They have like this cute little built-in mask. They almost look like little bandits.
Nature's rogues.
Precisely. What was that?
No, I was just moving over for my watch.
Gotcha. Yep. So Moon will go to her tent and retire. Well, no, I think she was the one who didn't have a tent because someone else had a double tent.
Mm-hmm.
But Ina's not using his tent.
Nope, Ina is...
So she'll just use Ina's tent.
Mm-hmm. I think everybody...
At least not you.
Everybody has a tent, but 2 people will have to share a tent.
Dal didn't go on a tent.
Yeah.
No, what is it? We have 3 single-person tents and 1 2-person tent.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, so
All
I
of
don't
the
have
set-
one in my inventory because someone else has a 2-person tent.
I have a 2% tent, but all tents are laid out basically, and Dal didn't sleep
Yeah.
in his.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those
no,
in the back.
she'll take Ina's.
Ina's gonna go into his tent. Oh, well. What do we have? I'm just joking.
Oh, come now, Ina.
Caleb, your watch starts. Give me a perception, please.
I see everything.
Sweet Jesus, yes you do. Alright, with a nat 20 and a 23, you are able to even hear those raccoons Moon was talking about. Do you have dark vision?
I do.
Alright. You're able to see through the night a few owls, even a possum, and a skunk that seem to be walking by, but they all seem to be scattering, it seems like. Odd sign there, huh? But other than that, your watch goes uneventful.
Are they all scattering towards one direction, or are they all scattering away from a certain point?
Give me insight. Or investigation, whichever you prefer.
Yeah, that one's better. So I'll do that one.
Alright, with an insight, you think with a 9, maybe it's the fire that's spooking them. Because you are here and the fire's still kind of on.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe it's the orc snoring.
maybe.
I just whispered to the critters, I'm sorry.
Caleb. But as this happens, you see in the darkness something familiar. A pair of red eyes looking back at you. These eyes are familiar to you. And you hear one word whispered to you. Come. Before they disappear.
My smile goes away and I go to faces. I just stare in the direction of the darkness. And then I finish my walk and wake up Nash.
Yep.
But my smile's back if you see that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it seems it's my turn.
Nash, yes.
Thank you for waking me up. Go to sleep.
Problem. Everything seems fine.
Perfect. Go to sleep, I'll handle the rest.
Alright.
And-
Nash, as you come out your tent, Dole, you kind of zone back in from your meditation and see Nash exiting his tent to start his watch.
Dole's gonna just hop out of the cart, stretch a little bit, give Nash a nod.
Nash will not back, as he will go to the opposite direction to keep watch, so we have everything covered.
And Dole's gonna actually walk this way, not even realizing he's going that direction. So
Soldiers!
Dole's gonna sit by a tree and just try to just take in nature.
Are you trying to perceive around you, Dole?
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Nash, Dole, I both need you to give me perception checks. Alright. Y'all doing really good. Okay, that's not as good.
Can I use my passive?
start noticing, like, all you hear is crickets. And then even the crickets stop. You see something you see outlines in the forest, within the woodlands.
I will try to basically subtly ignore them while walking back to the campsite and nodding at Dull.
Alright. So you're just ignoring them?
Ignoring them for now.
As you ignore them, these begin to appear out the wood line. Give me a second here, though. Off. But they... have y'all surrounded. Wait, one more. Alright. They're all
Everyone. Oh, sorry.
creeping up slowly.
And I do notice that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone, weapons at the ready. Wolves.
Alright.
You just heard the.
Yep.
You hear the cat startup noise.
She jumps up like a cat. She's on all fours, her back arch.
Yeah, the line of fur down her spine is just puffed out.
Yep.
Does Dole see or sense anything going on around him?
I yelled.
You hear Nash yell out, "Everybody, weapons at the ready, wolves!" And that's when you hear a snarl nearby.
Yep.
It's like the horses.
His eyes, stands up and stretches a little bit.
Protect the horses was the next thing I was gonna say, but you know.
As soon as you yelled, the wolves are basically. All right. Once everybody's rolled their initiative, let's see here. I'm gonna roll the wolves initiative here. Hey. Oh, do that. All right. If y'all can, anyone above 20.
I'm fixing the initiative turn order as well. It's this. For us. Oh, let me fix it a bit more.
What?
23,
You have to add the numbers.
Yeah,
17. Yeah, sorry. There you go.
While you get those, I will go on and roll all the wolves' turn.
Yay!
Right. 1, 2, 6.
I'm fixing the turn order. Don't worry. And 14. 3, 4. 1, 5, 20. Now, 6, and 9. 12, 13, There you go, DM.
Woo! Thank you. Let's go and pin that real quick. Pin message. Oh yeah, pin it.
I'm gonna fix something. Just let me.
The weird thing about y'all notice is Ina is still asleep, in a deep sleep. His face, usually smiling, isn't moving. So, with that, Caleb, you're up first. You hear everybody ready. Get your weapons ready, wolves.
I'll just come out of my tent and I will hold a dart and wait till one of them get into range.
A dart, alright.
Yes.
EOT?
Yes, EOT.
Alright. Rule 5. Let's see here, make sure. Yep. Is going to 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35. Rush up to you. Give me that attack, Caleb, as Wolf 5 rush out of nowhere and attacks you. Alright. That hits as the dart flings into its shoulder and it yelps, but it charges in anyways and tries to bite at you. Let's see here. Hey! Alright. Does a 13 hit?
Nope.
Alright. That is the wolf's turn. Dole, you're up.
Dole's gonna just kind of look around to see what he can see. Can I see number 8 up here?
You can.
All right. Unfortunately, as the law of the wilds would say, I need to make an example out of one or two of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot at this one.
Alright. Give it to me. 24 does hit, and 7 damage makes it yelp loudly.
And then I am going to... let me see here. I'm going to hop down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This is like a cliff face, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Give me a second here. I gotta fix something else. You did 5, so that's left. There we go. Alright, so it is Wolf 8's turn, and it did not like the fact that you bit it, Dole. So it's gonna 5, 10, not bit it, but it shot it. And it's gonna rush around this corner and be right there next to you, Dole. And it's gonna make a bite at you. All these things are hungry.
That's fine.
They're pretty starving. Does the 11 hit?
That's a miss.
Alright, you were able to like move your leg out of the way of this wolf as it snaps at your ankles. Alright. It is Wolf 2's turn. Wolf 2 bounds out. Hello, Moon. It's gonna make
Hello.
It's gonna make a bite at you. You want some cat. Does an 11 hit?
Bad dog, no. It doesn't hit.
Alright, it also misses. Wolf 7's turn. It is going to leap down. Yep. 5, 30, 35. It's going to pop up right here next to you, Noel. And now it gets advantage because of pack tactics.
That's fine.
There's a 23 hit.
That's a hit.
All right. A second here. As yep, this may hurt. So be prepared. Take 10 damage. Wow.
Yeah, that hurts a good little bit.
Yep. You hear Dole gets bit into, snarling. All right.
And you hear, son of a bitch.
All right. Nash, your turn.
I'm gonna strike at the wolf next to me.
Mm-hmm. Which wolf was? That's wolf 5.
Yes.
All right. Give me the attack.
2 and 3 to hit.
23 definitely hits.
And for 10 damage.
And 10 will kill it.
I'm gonna use aggressive
All right.
as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
That's you can move up to your speed towards the enemy. The thing I used last time.
Yep.
And since I have 30 feet of movement, that is gonna be from here basically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I cannot click the token. Give me a second. There we go. I will need 30 to be. I will yell out before I run to the 3 wolves there. Help Dull.
Mm-hmm.
And oh wait, give me a second. I will go first here with aggressive.
Yep.
And action surge.
Give it to me.
A 10.
Does not hit. Barely misses.
And I will take the attack of opportunity as I run towards the middle of the other 3 wolves.
All right.
I'll come up.
It will try to bite at your ankles as you run past it.
Mhm.
A 7. Nope.
Will miss.
All right. It is now Flame. Your turn. You see Dole his leg is getting chomped off. You see Nash take out one of the wolves and yell to help Dole. Ina is sleeping soundly for some reason.
Yep. Alright, so is Dull within 30 feet of me?
Let's check.
Ooh, that's a negative.
He is exactly 30 feet.
Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna look over to Dull, and using my action, I'm going to emboldening bond the both of us. So I'm gonna shout to them, "Hey, you could do it! Just hang in there a little longer, alright?" Dull and I are now bonded, so we can, on our once per turn, can roll a d4 to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Gotcha.
That was my action.
Mm-hmm.
So as a bonus action, I'm gonna healing word Dull.
All right.
So she'll like sort of brush her paw against the bracelet on her, her holy symbol on her wrist,
Yep.
and sort of just pray to Lever.
Yep.
Lever, please help him. And healing word. That's it.
Give me that roll. Dole, gain 7.
Dull, you got 7.
Yep. Getting
All right, good deal.
Yep. Good heal. All right. Is that the end of your turn, man?
I'm gonna shift a little, just to interpose myself between the wolf and I've duplicated myself. The wolf and Ina and the horses.
All right. All right. Hidden initiative order. Something happens.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
And it hits. And it takes out the wolf next to you. Moon, you can give me a perception as your reaction if you wish to see what just happened. Or you can save your reaction.
Don't really have any good reactions otherwise, so sure.
Alright, give me perception.
I don't see me. Oof.
No.
I don't see me making an op attack, but
No,
yeah,
you
oof.
don't
Nope.
notice
That
anything.
one.
You look over at Dole to make sure he's okay, then you hear this thunk. And you look over and the wolf is dead on the ground.
Nice.
Alright. Wolf 6's turn. Wolf 6 is going to come up to you, Nash.
Mm-hmm.
Rawr.
That was the plan.
Indeed. Just
A 20 will hit.
Alright. Wood plus 2. 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be its turn. Wolf 1 is going to rush out and attack one of the horses.
No, Jack.
Jack, no!
It does hit. And Jack, like, neighs loudly. It just like, it is not like the fact that it's getting its leg chomped on right now at all. And it does not look good. All right. Wolf 3, gonna run over here to you, Nash.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets advantage because, 1, it's flanking, and 2, it's pack tactics, but I don't grant double advantage unless certain situations call for it. 20.
20 will hit.
You take 6 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Last wolf, Wolf 4, is also going to run up to you, Nash.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting surrounded by wolves. You're just getting mauled by wolves right now, man. That's 4.
This one is not gonna hit, but it has advantage.
Yep. Let me roll that advantage real quick. 17.
That misses.
That misses. All right. As you
AC 19.
You're basically both your ankles are getting torn into. This wolf comes up and tries to get at you, and you raise up your gauntlet, and it bites onto that gauntlet that Knight Captain gave you. So.
These are useful.
Yep. Top of the round, Caleb.
This is good. I will. How's Dole looking?
How is Dole looking?
Well, Dole kind of looks up after receiving that healing word and glances over at Moon. It's like, looks at her with a thank you. But he's just sitting there with a wolf on one leg and trying to figure out what to do about this situation right now.
So I'm assuming he looks a little injured.
He is a little injured.
In a very bad predicament, though.
Yeah.
You could say he was healed for 7/10 of his damage.
Yeah.
Smart ass.
I mean, I'm gonna have to go for it, but we'll pull out my long sword and go after Wolf 1.
All right. Give me that attack roll, please.
Not 20. Come on.
At 6, will
Almost.
As it looks up and sees you coming, it lets go of Jax's leg and weaves out of the way as you swing at it. Is that the end of your action?
I have a bonus action. I'll give it to Dole. Why not? I turn back to him. You got this. Bardic Inspiration.
All right.
And EOT.
All right. Wolf 5 is dead. Dole, you're up.
Oh, yeah, let me remove him.
All right. So I haven't shaken off a little bit of that wolf trying to bite my leg off. I'm going to use my bonus action to do Blessing of the Hidden Word. And I'm going to teleport 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
All right.
And then I'm going to take another shot at Wolf 8.
All right. Give it to me.
Remember to add a D4 because you're within 30 feet of me.
Regardless, that will kill it. Yep. As it turns and snarls at you as you disappear and peer over there. The arrow goes right up its nose, and just falls over.
I'm going to look over the moon and say, "Did you do that?"
Moon.
Huh?
He'll ask you a question.
Oh.
Yeah. You'll look over to you and say, "Did you do that?"
She's going to smile and give him like the smallest bow because they are actively in battle, and say, "Lever provides."
Give her a quick nod and then get ready to take aim at the next wolf.
All right. In the turn.
In the turn.
All right. Wolf 8.
Wolf 8 is dead.
Wolf 8 is dead. Wolf 2 is dead as well. Wolf 7
I'll remove it.
is going to rush up and notice something and attack Caleb instead. Because Wolf 1 is next to him. So, 1d. Does 16 hit Caleb?
Yeah.
It does?
Yeah.
Alright. They use those pack tactics. Take 9 damage. As it leaps onto your back and just starts chewing into your shoulder as you're trying to get this Wolf 1 off of him. Alright. That will end Wolf 7's turn. Nash, your turn. You got 3 wolves on you.
I'm gonna attack Wolf 6.
Alright, give it to me.
22.
That definitely hits.
For 5 damage.
It hurts. It yelps, but it's just snarl and gets right back into it.
Bonus action, second wind.
Alright. Heal up a little bit.
Roll 1d10 plus 2 for 5. And that's your D.
Alright. Flame, your go. Flame.
I have push to talk on.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so she's paying more attention to what's in front of her and less what's happening with Nash at the moment. So she's gonna look over to Wolf. Does Wolf 7 look injured at all?
Neither of them look injured.
Cool. Yeah, so she's gonna glare at Wolf 7 and brush against her holy symbol again and say, "Lever spells return you," and casting Toll the Dead.
Alright.
Toll the Dead. So it needs to make a wisdom saving throw, DC 14. It is a D8 because it hasn't taken damage yet.
Alright. Alright, let's see. Ooh, that's not... It's relatively a wise wolf. Nope, it fails. It takes 8 damage.
It takes all 8 of it. All 8 of the damage.
It
Nice.
howls in pain. And this thing does not look good anymore at all.
And Caleb, you took some damage.
Oh,
Yeah, he looks pretty bloodied.
Alright. Caleb is also going to get a healing word. I think you're back to full now, Caleb. With an 8.
8 health.
it's
Well,
Almost.
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 Your cleric's doing some work, guys.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Indeed.
All right. Is that the end of your turn, Flame?
Yep.
Alrighty. Wolf 6's turn. It's gonna make a bite at you, Nash, with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
17 hit.
That misses.
All right. End of turn. They are literally just trying to maul you right now. They're like, fuck this thing. Fuck this guy. All right, Wolf 1. Calum, since you're the one attacking it. Yep. There's a 20. Yeah, I'm sure 23 hits.
yeah.
And God, it doesn't have Butcher's Bill.
8 damage.
Ah,
Immediately.
Oh no, my healing!
All right. That'll end its turn. Wolf 3 is going to attack you, Nash, and Wolf 4 is going to attack you, Nash. So I'm going to go and do both rolls.
Yep.
First attack,
20 hits.
second attack.
18 misses.
All right, let's roll that damage. Take 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Top of the round. Caleb, we're getting mauled.
I will look all fancy and intimidating, swing my sword,
Mm-hmm.
do a weird little flip to the side,
Mm-hmm.
and clap my hands and do a thunderclap to hit both Wolf 7 and 1.
All right, let's see. What is it? A dex save or
It is a
con save? All right, get a second here.
thunderclap.
Oof. All right. 1. It fails. It also fails. For 3 damage.
Yeah.
Wolf 7 it's zapped and just lays motionless on the ground as it gets pushed away. Wolf 1 takes the damage. Yep, and takes the damage. A little sparky. Alright, Wolf 7 is down. Alright, Dole, your turn.
All right. Well, seeing
Wait, sorry. Caleb, did you have anything else? I'm sorry.
No, I don't have anything else besides another party, but yeah, he had some.
Alright, Dole, sorry about that, Dole. You're good.
No worries. So seeing that Caleb is at the least competent at what he does, kind of appreciates that. He steps out here about 15 feet and decides to take a shot at Wolf 6.
Alright, give it to me.
The artillery is coming.
Alright, and that will stab into its side and it will fall over.
Indeed.
Alright.
Keep your head up about you. And
Nas will turn around and green towards Dull, sorry.
Alright. Wolf 7 is dead. Nash, your turn.
Yeah, let me remove Wolf 7, sorry.
No, you don't have to worry about it. Oh, that was-
And Wolf 6 is dead?
Yes.
I'm gonna stab out Wolf 4.
Alright, give it to me.
Oh. S16.
16 hits.
That's 4. For 6.
6
Damn
damage
it.
hurts it pretty bad.
Mm-hmm. And I'll play with my chances and not heal.
Alright.
UT.
Alrighty. Flame, your turn.
Cool. Wolf 1 definitely looks hurt now.
It looks a little hurt, yeah.
Cool. There's Bill's. Yeah. No, she's gonna toll the dead the wolf again. Wolf 1.
Alright.
It'll be a D12.
A D12. Alright.
I guess wisdom save DC 14.
It fails.
Nice.
8
Oh, hey,
damage.
it also takes 8 damage.
That is enough. As it looks at you snarling, and then just goes wide-eyed as life fades from its eyes, and it just falls over.
Nice. She will then run over to Nash.
Mm-hmm.
About here.
All right.
I'm here now. Are you all right?
How bloodied are
Quite
you?
fine.
How bloodied are you, Nash?
Let's say I have 2/6 of my health.
Nice.
He's not looking good.
Yes.
All right. So, all right.
Yeah, I think I'll
Wolf
hold.
3 and Wolf 4 will attack at you with advantage.
Mhm. Wolf 1 dead? Oh yeah, let me move him from initiative.
First one, second one.
Let me see the rolls. 20 hits, 15 misses.
All right. Take 7 more
And that
damage.
will... I'm up!
You're still up?
1 HP!
Oh my goodness. Moon, you're seeing Nash just get mauled, and he's just like, he's gritting his teeth. He's not faltering.
He's getting a cure wounds, not a healing word. That's why.
Yeah. All right. Top of the round. Caleb.
How far would Nash be from me and the wolves?
How far are they currently from you? Wolf 3
Yes.
is...
Looks like we're about 50.
Yeah, Wolf 3 is 50 feet, and Wolf 4 is 55 feet. Moon is 45 feet, and Nash is 50 feet.
Okay, so I will move 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Get me about there then.
All right.
And then bonus action. Where is it? Bonus action, healing, word on Nash.
Oh, thank you.
Where's
Heal 7 health back.
The damage I took.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will pull out a dart and fire at Wolf 3.
All right. Give it to me.
Because I should be 20 feet away, correct?
Yep.
Attack dart. Boop.
That hits, and that will kill it. As it falls over. Dead. All right. Then your turn.
Guilty. Yes.
Yep. Dole, your go. There's one wolf left, and it is just trying to maul into Nash.
Indeed. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20. Are these squares accurate here?
Yeah, pretty much.
No.
Okay, so 30 feet there.
Mm.
And can I use my bonus action to yell at him?
Sure.
I'm gonna yell at Nash. Say, "Hey, you got this one?
I
No?
got it.
You sure?"
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go ahead.
I
And
mean, I can't switch my balding bun, but I can I can cheer you on from behind you.
That will still hit it, and it looks pretty bloodied with that hit.
And I'm gonna yell like, "All right, the rest is yours."
Aye.
All right, Nash, your turn.
I'm gonna hit it.
All right, give it to me.
It's a +6, not a +4.
It still hits.
Mm-hmm.
And
Hey,
that,
high damage.
that will finish it off as you crush your sword along its body. And it falls. The combat ends. You have survived the wolf ambush. And everything goes silent once more in this night.
More meat.
Moon will take a paw.
More
Those are
meat.
walk over
We
here.
can skin these and basically save them, bring them back to town, get some more money.
Use the meat for her own purposes, but here, Nash, come here for a second. And she will put a paw to his chest, ideally somewhere that isn't an open, gaping wound, and cast Cure Wounds on him.
And they're just gonna walk over.
Using my last spell slot.
From what I understand, my legs are fucked up. My ankles.
Both paws are on your chest because she's not bending down.
Yeah.
I will go around the battlefield collecting my weapons, my sword, and my 2 darts that I use.
Amazing. You get 5 health.
All right. So,
And Dole walks over first over to Nash and Moon and just nods at them both and says, "Capable, very much so."
She'll
You as
smile
well.
at you.
so
I'm
And then Dole's
glad.
gonna walk around and grab his. What's your ammo rule?
ammo rule is as long as it hits, you can retrieve it.
Oh, cool. All right. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab my 3 that hits. Put it back in the cart.
Yeah, Nash gets 5 health, and then her paws just kind of fall to her side a little. And she heaves out a sigh, and she goes, I think that's all the magic I have for
Go take a
Alright.
rest. I'll continue the watch.
You are very hurt, sir. Why don't you?
Don't worry about it.
It's my job to worry about it.
I have things to do with the wolves. And to skin them, collect the skin,
All right.
smoke them.
She'll sigh and take one of the wolves that's adjacent to him and stack it on top of the other one to start a pile, I guess. She's not gonna do much because she is very tired right now.
I poke my head into Enos' tent and just shake my head.
Ina is still asleep outside, right next to the tent, snoring. Right next to him, a wolf's face is caved in.
And Moon will actually walk up to that one. That's the one that the invisible force met the very movable object, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, so she'll walk over to that one and try to at least figure out what might have collided with the thing.
Give me investigation.
All right.
This team,
15.
you can tell that a very blunt and heavy object must have just smacked into its face, crushing that thing's skull. Its face is caved in basically. That skull is not able to be salvaged. It looks like a pug now.
Poor pugs.
She'll put a paw on it and just be like, "I'm very with you." like pet it a little bit, and then return to her tent.
I'm gonna check on the horses, make sure they're okay.
Jack is mad.
Somewhere he looks like.
Oh, Caleb.
Yes.
I don't know how much it will do, but here, and she'll like grab the med kit from her supplies and give it to her. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry, I got this. Then I put my hand on
right.
Jack, and boop.
Amazing! That one's on both the cure wounds.
It looks a little healed. But still kind of bleeding. You can still see the bite marks on its leg. But it's not...
Are you sure? You don't want any?
Alright, there we go. Now it's fully healed up. But it's dried blood on its leg. It looks like it's calmed down a little bit, but they're still pretty startled. Hannah's kind of like shifting nervously about after all that.
We don't. I'll give them a tiny bit of feed to help them calm down.
Give me animal handling because they're not really hungry after that. Yeah, they're not eating.
Why is it?
They're just not. They're too nervous. They're worked up after that.
First ever character that has animal handling proficiency, and they're crap at it.
Can Dole hop down to try to calm the horses down?
Sure.
Gonna pop in between them.
Yep. Give me that animal handling. With a 22, like, you come up behind them and, like, caress their backs, you know, down their sides. And you just hear them both go... And you hear them both kind of... Yep.
Easy.
They all take, like, a deep sigh. And then they kind of... You can tell that their movements slow down and they're relaxed now.
Alright.
I just turn around, crawl in my tent.
Defeated.
Everyone, go to sleep. I'll continue.
A loud boom is heard in the tent, and then I pass out.
DM, I would like to try and skin as many wolves as I can, and salvage whatever I can.
Alrighty.
For the time that I have left.
You have about an hour and 35 minutes to do what you need to do. So go on and give it to me. Give me, I'd say you could skin about 3 of them in that time. Give me 3 animals. Sure. Give me 3 survival checks.
16, 7, and 21.
Alright, so at 16, you salvage some pretty good, decent meat from that one and the fur. From that first one, you salvage about 8 days worth of rations.
Let me write down 8 wolf rations.
Number 7 is kind of torn up. That was the one you kind of almost cleaved in half. And as you try to skin it, the fur is pretty much mangled. You're not going to get your fur from that. But you're able to salvage some of the meat, and you get 3 days of rations from that. 21, you get a pristine from this.
What was the first one? This one is pristine. The first one was?
The first one was just a regular pelt. This is a pristine pelt. You're able to cut it open. Only damage it has is the literal arrow slit in its throat from Dole's arrow. That's the only puncture wound on this pelt, but that can easily be sewn up. And this is considered a pristine pelt. This is the pelt that would be on like the floor of a log cabin.
And how many rations from that one?
From that one, you get 10 rations.
Okay. I will, after finishing skinning and everything, I will head over to Dole. Give him the meat, basically, and go. Can you take the rest of the watch I'm feeling kinda, hazy. Also, if you can smoke the meat, however much you can, that would be great.
No, fuck you.
They'll just kind of look at him and say, "You sure the burning of meat is something that you want to have happen? Considering we just had a bunch of wolves attack us."
Well, we take what we can, so why as well not take the meat?
Yeah, they'll
It's
just
almost
shrug.
It's almost sunrise either way. They're not gonna attack
They'll
now.
just shrug and head over to the fire and throw the meat on it.
And Nash will go to his tent.
Alright. So, with that, Dole, for a good 30, almost 45 minutes, you're left alone with your thoughts. Ina kind of snoring to himself, spread eagle on the floor, on the ground, completely missing that whole encounter. You're alone with your thoughts, and your mind, as per normal, tracks back to that day. You remember that terror in the sky. You remember that voice in your head. And now you're heading back towards those lands. Something in you feels like you're on the right track. You don't know what it is. You don't know where this feeling is coming from. But you feel like you're heading in the right direction as of right now. Your path that you've chosen, the path that you're letting yourself be taken on, is the right one.
I'm gonna reach into my breast pocket and just rub on a little piece of parchment that's sitting in my upper right breast pocket, and then just take a deep breath, and then tend back to the fire.
Mm-hmm. All right, with that, everybody, take your long rests.
Hey.
Yay!
Okay, now, Nash,
Mhm.
you go to sleep with your armor on.
Yes, you would fall immediately to bed.
Well, I meant before, when you went to sleep before your watch.
We did have our fight, so yeah.
Alright. Just wondering.
Mhm.
Okay. Wait, I need to roll something for you, Moon.
Ooh, exciting.
Alright, nothing happens. Caleb,
Cool.
you get a 1d10. Nothing happens. Alright. Ina, I would roll for him, but he's not here. Alright. So, as the morning sun comes and you all wake back up after an extra hour after that wolf attack. Or, for the rest of y'all, 2 hours. Nash, you get an extra hour in. You all wake up to the morning sun. But, guess what? The sun starts to fade and as clouds start rolling in. You hear her off in the distance. Thunder is starting to roll in.
DM,
Go ahead.
is the card open hut, basically?
It is Open Hut, but remember, Ganorma said you can attach something on top. You can attach the cover on top of it. It is inside the cart.
I will hear and do that.
Mm-hmm.
As
Hey, Mr. Nash, if you like, since I know you're very good at putting up tents, why don't you put away the tents and then I'll help. Caleb, do you want to help me with the carriage cover?
Ah,
Yes.
what a good night rest, everybody. Don't worry, your most important person is awake now.
the wolf that was next to him was not that, by the way.
Oh my goodness! Oh, what an abomination is this?
Ah, sorry, I'll
It's
take
a
care of
wolf,
that.
you know.
Are you sure? It looks like a giant, rich person dog. One of those pugs.
I mean-
in my land.
Yes, well, some mysterious something smashed its face in. I didn't get a good look at it.
Oh, it must have been me in my sleep. I am quite, I'm quite dangerous even in my sleep.
Inside.
Well,
Give it to me.
I just roll my eyes.
Inside 4.
on one hand, I want her to just believe her. On the other hand, I want it to roll and to fail so that she just
15.
believes him.
All right, give me a second. I think I got his.
Generally, before I go and take care of the tents and set them and deset them, I'm gonna go and grab the wolves that are remained.
Aw.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
He's full
Oh,
of
sorry,
shit.
you know.
He's full of shit. Y'all don't. He's kind of shaking, kind of looking at the creature. He's just saying that.
While is this happening
No.
and he's talking to Moon, Nas is gonna go around and take the rest of the wolves if they're there
Yep, you can go ahead and
And-
do that.
and put them in the cart.
Mhm.
Take the rations, the 22 rations, and split them amongst the party
All right.
if they're done cooking, basically.
All right. So split 22 rations amongst 5 people. And what's
That
We
would
each
be-
get 4, and then a couple more get 2 extra.
all right?
All right.
So I'm gonna get 4.
So,
Ina
Yeah.
has gotten 6 rations so far. I'll make sure to tell him.
yeah, Ina got the extra one from my end.
Yep. All right.
I think since Moon technically had an extra from the 13 of the original turkey, I'd say that Dole and Caleb should get the extra 2.
Agreed.
Right.
All
So
right.
I'll mark that down. Are y'all going to eat breakfast?
So Dole and Caleb get 5.
I'm gonna go ahead and eat one of those.
All right. There you go. 1 ration down for the
Same.
nutrition. Nutrition. Ina will eat one of his. Nutrition. So
Yeah,
far-
Moon's gonna eat one of the turkey rations.
Breakfast for the day.
Nas is not gonna eat right now because he's setting out the tents, he's putting out the fire. He's gonna eat whilst pelting the other wolves that he's in the cart.
Well, I presume these are meat on stick, so I'm just gonna eat while helping put up the thing. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Ida will take care of the horses. He will feed them.
Nice. Yeah, and Moon's gonna help with the carriage thing on top of it.
Okay.
I think it's over here, and then we do this thing, I think.
Moon-
Oh,
Moon.
nope, I've duplicated myself.
Give me a sleight of hand as you try to pop this, hook this tent up. It's like one of those annoying, come on, get in, you mother, walk into place.
Both of us?
Yes, if you're trying to set up the tent on the cart.
Hooray!
You can't get this damn thing on right. Caleb comes behind you and as you're holding it, he's like, all right, hold it that, and then he's able to kick it and it pops into place.
I'm used
Oh,
to pitching
finally.
tents and things.
Oh, there. Oh boy. I was about to break something, I swear.
DM,
Yep.
the rest of the wolves are 5, right?
Yep. There is still
Okay.
5 wolves left if you want to start doing that up. Go
I'm gonna do it once we start basically doing our journey.
Alrighty.
Okay,
I'll take care of the
so-
navigation. I've been have been fairly good so far.
What
Okay.
is all of our inventory that we have gathered so far then? We have 5 wolves.
You got okay. So, all that you've collected so far, that you should have collected so far, from this session that I've given out, is a total. And this is this is excluding the 3 rations everybody's eaten so far. 6 rations. Everybody should have 6 extra rations in their inventory now. And Nash himself has 1 regular pelt, wolf pelt, and the 1 pristine wolf pelt. All right.
And during our journey, basically, I will eat the ration that I didn't eat on the morning and skin the other wolves.
All
And
right.
try to do something, you know.
So, as y'all travel, it's the clouds finally catch up to y'all, and the rain starts. You hear thunder off in the distance. This isn't a heavy storm, but this is a storm nonetheless. And the rain patters around you. You feel not cold, but it's cool. It's crisp. Who is leading this cart?
I volunteer as the person who has been leading.
All right, give me survival. 19.
19!
You easily still able to get this correct path. As you travel along, you notice something off in the distance now as you travel this path. Guards, knights, soldiers, all of the Grandal army start to become more frequent. They all give you a nod. Some give you a nod, some just ignore you. Some kind of like glare at you as you go by towards these lands that are otherwise known as unhospitable.
To the ones that nod, Moon will nod back.
A few of them, noticing you, Nash, kind of like
I was gonna say something about that.
yeah, they kind of glare at you, kind of like half. Not, they don't know who you are, but they know Grandalian armor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when we first saw some of the guards start appearing, Nash would take the pristine pelt and put it over him while he's skinning the other wolves. Something like that.
Alright, that works then. Then they wouldn't really notice you. So, go on and give me those 5 survivals while you finish carving up those wolves as y'all continue along. Ina will sit in the back with you.
Ooh, high rolls.
Most of them, yeah. So,
Yeah.
7, that's another fucked up wolf.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of accidentally, you hear the guards, hello, and you're like, shit. And that's when you kind of like tear into the wolf and you put on the pristine pelt on top of you. So you cannot harvest that fur, and you only get about 4 rations from it.
Okay, I'm gonna put 4 uncooked.
For the 17, 19, and 14, you get about 8 rations from each of those, so 24 altogether.
24 plus 4, 28.
And 3 normal pelts. And with that 20, you get that pristine pelt and 10 rations from it.
So another 10 rations. So 38 in total.
Yep.
Okay. He's gonna put the rations, the uncooked meat, into a container of sorts, like the backpack he has. Why not?
You now got a literal bag full of meat, and that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's pretty hefty.
I know. My total weight carrying right now is 226.
Add about another 40 pounds of meat. You're literally
40 pounds.
carrying, yeah. That's a lot of meat. You're carrying basically 5 dead wolves in your bag.
Yeah, sure. So you said 40?
Yep.
So another pound basically for each. Okay. Yeah, done. 264.
Alright. So as y'all travel along, Dole, you're the first one to kind of like notice it as you look up. At the cloudy sky, it begins to get darker off in the distance. Like, ominously dark. And you know this darkness. Hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of miles north, you can see it. The Scarlands. A dark fog, like it almost looks like a wall of black clouds just pouring down from the sky. Like a waterfall of black smoke, black and purple smoke.
I'm just gonna stare off at it, and again the whole time remembering that last day, playing it over and over and over.
As y'all continue to travel, the rain doesn't stop, it continues. You see a few families, caravans go in the opposite direction of where you're going. Soldiers are starting to pick up as you get closer and closer. Soon, y'all come to sort of a blockade. Grandal has blocked off this place. A few soldiers are basically stopping people as they try to pass through. Do y'all do anything? Do y'all wait in line, basically?
Mhm.
Alright.
Moon would wait in line, yeah.
There seems to be a
I wonder why they've blocked it.
What's that? The guard captain's name again?
You don't know his
Yeah,
name. Only Nash knows his name.
I believe
He's the
I've
night
said
captain.
I've said it out loud while the party was there.
You did. Did y'all catch it?
Flame caught it. Flame wrote it down.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Well, those just kind of look around and say, I would suggest that we tell them that we're on orders from what's his nuts from the jail.
The guard captain? The night
Mr.
captain? Drake. Drake,
That's
my
it.
dear.
Alright. After about 10 minutes. Alright, move on. The merchant cart ahead of you. And then you come up. Halt! What's your business here?
We're on a mission from a Mr. Drake, Captain Drake.
The fuck you are?
Mm-hmm.
Over in Ashmore.
Yep.
He's making a come here.
Yeah, some prisoners and a couple volunteers.
Prisoners. Oh, yeah.
Trial by favor.
Yeah, one of the other guards. Oh yeah, trial by favor. Oh, y'all sort of suicide squad, eh? Yeah.
Well, hopefully not.
All right. Well, let's check.
I'm here to make sure that they don't die.
All right. Let's look what you have in the back. Do y'all try to stop them or?
Not at all.
All right.
No.
2 guards are gonna come around the back and look inside. The more soft-spoken one. What proof do you have that you're working with Night Captain Drake?
What did you say?
Well, I mean, I wanted to help.
What proof do y'all have that you're actually working for Night Captain Drake?
I will I will take off the pristine wolf pelt. Well, I do have these gauntlets. There he is.
They look at the gauntlet and like, oh, yeah, yeah, that is an officer's gauntlet. How you know he didn't steal it? I mean, they are a bunch of prisoners. And why would they tell us, you idiot? Yep, you're right. Yep.
Guys, question.
Are you attacking to the
To the-
guards? Yeah.
Yeah, to the guards.
What?
Do you need rations?
What do you mean?
And he
Well,
opens
we,
his bag.
Oh,
We have enough. We have 38 of them.
We happened to run into some wolves on our way here, and we didn't want the meat to go to waste.
are you trying to bribe Knights of Grandal? I mean, I'm
Bribe?
I'm pretty hungry. Shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you were going to let us in anyway. We just have a lot of food, and well, it wouldn't make sense for us to just keep all of it.
No, Moon. Let them be.
No.
We
no,
won't give them anything.
No, I didn't say that. I was just asking a question.
I see. Yeah. Do you want some?
Sure. We'll call it a toll.
Very well. And he will take out 18 of these rations.
Alright.
And they're uncooked, but
He
they can cook them themselves.
the shorter, stouter one, like, yeah, and he holds out his hand as you just dump this raw meat in his hands. He's like, "The fuck?
You have to cook it yourself, my friend. I didn't
We
have time.
didn't have a lot of time.
All right. Go on, get. Y'all move ahead. Next.
I'll be with you.
Who the fuck is Lavette? All right. So y'all get past the blockade. Y'all didn't want to ask any more questions, or y'all just continue on?
We should ask where we were going.
But we're looking for Lord Harkon's castle?
Fort,
Or was
I
it a
think.
fort?
It was a fort, dear.
Okay.
Are you asking that to the guards, Kalem?
No, I was asking more the group turning back around. I was like, what are we supposed to be looking for again? I know it's a building, and it belongs to a lord.
Yes, a Lord Harkon.
By the way, I just realized the bloody mess the road we came from would be.
Yep.
I just realized that.
They were about to say something until you said you wanted rations, because there was blood all over the cart.
And my hands, face, armor.
Yep.
I'm basically covered in a bloody pelt.
Yep.
I don't think we're getting our deposit back.
No.
Well, we can wash it later.
Alright.
That's a lot of water.
As you continue along, y'all get closer and closer. Y'all could see that literal wall of, like, dark clouds off about, like, it's probably, like, at least another 3 days travel, but it's like you're on almost flatland at this point. It's not mountainous where you are. And you're kind of uphill, honestly. It's off in the distance. And it's about another 3 days travel away. But you can see it.
3 days travel.
Mm-hmm.
Moon's just gonna look in the general direction and just kind of stare, like she's looking for something, but she doesn't expect to find it from this angle.
3 days of travel towards the wall of clouds, right?
Yep, the Scarlands.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Okay, I was about to say, not 3 days of travel before we get to our destination.
no, your destination's about another 7 hours away.
Okay.
We should take a break. I have to cook the meat as well.
Alright, so y'all take a break in this rain. Or do you ignore
I will-
the party daddy?
Nas will go up towards the front of the cart now, going to
Oh, Nash,
the.
did you
Yeah, I'm all finished. He will
You-
point back to
you
the
have
back.
you have a little and she'll just kind of wave a finger just kind of in his direction at the amount of blood on him.
It will go away after a wash.
And
Maybe you should try the rain.
As you're standing in the rain, it's kind of like it's drippy, but some of the blood has dried on you. So
It will wash off eventually. I will take the reins if you don't mind.
you can.
Sure, if you're sure.
Yeah.
There is blood all over that gauntlet that you Night Captain gave you.
It's gonna wash away with the rain.
You feel
And
Yeah, Moon will give him the reins. Did you want I can still navigate if you like.
yeah, that would be perfect. But for now, let's find a sort of cave or clearing. Not clearing, but
in
somewhere
this
we're-
weather?
we should find something for us to rest and cook the meat. It will go bad if it's not cooked.
Oh yes, I'm very aware of that. So Moon is going to help in that endeavor and just kind of scour around the area looking for some sort of shelter.
Nas will also look for shelter for a bit while driving.
Yeah, well, she'll be like in the cart looking around, kind of
Hey
peeking out.
kids, okay kids, don't make me turn this cart around.
all right. So, that's all. So, are you taking a break?
We're trying to find basically a cliff side or something that can stop the rain from dripping all over us if we take a break.
I mean, if not, it's like only 7 hours from here.
Yeah, but the meat will go bad by then.
Well, the meat will start to go bad. It won't go completely foul for at least a couple more days.
Yeah, but still.
If it gets to that point, we could probably use it as bait for other things.
All right. I got something for y'all. Y'all gonna find it hilarious. Some of y'all will. So, I'll come to this clearing. Ignore every other thing right now. Let me delete it.
Oh, hey, I know this place.
Yeah, I know.
I
this
recognize this map.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, you'll come to this about this spot right here. Boop. That's a big cart. Yep. And this seems a bit. It's not completely covering, but it's somewhat gives you cover. Do you just hang out in the back of the cart now altogether?
I'm gonna go down and try to start a fire at a clear spot where the rain doesn't drop
All right.
to cook the meat.
As
Moon will assist.
you begin to try to make this fire, and the rainwater washes through you, and your gauntlets, your armor, all this, it's getting pretty slippery. Something peeks out from your gauntlet, Nash.
From my godnot.
That Night Captain gave you.
Is the critter or something basically picking out like an object?
It looks like. It almost looks like paper.
Nas will take a break and go to the cart to read the paper so it doesn't get wetter and bloodier.
Mm-hmm. Do you open it up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is what it says.
He's gonna stand there for a second. Not moving. Crumble the paper and eat it.
Alright.
He's gonna
If
go
Moon
out again.
If Moon happens to see you eating the paper, she would have commented on that. You know, that's not very nutritious, dear.
Hey, a soldier has to eat what he has to eat. His
Yes,
whole
but-
demeanor is much broodier than normal.
And, you know, she'll gesture to the meat that they're currently smoking and then sigh and just, oh, are you alright, Mr. Nash?
It feels like a weight was lifted off, but another one just stacked on top of it.
She'll, like, walk up to him and pat his shoulder a little.
He will go by the tree that they're next and sit down, looking at his gauntlets.
She'll, like, linger where she was for a moment and then just go, I'll finish smoking the meat, alright? You don't have to worry about it.
Thank you, dear.
While the group relaxes, I'll just be in the back playing softly on my pan flutes.
Elliot, or not Elliot,
What was that?
Ina
Playing where you skip?
is going to attempt to assist you. Playing music with you. Alright?
Mm.
As you cook the meat, and the rain continues to patter, and Nash, having seemed to change his demeanor after reading something that was in his goblet. The meat is cooked, and you're somewhat ready. You're about 4 hours away from your destination now. And what the other?
Let's push forward.
Yeah, Moon would hand out the rations accordingly.
Nash would wipe his face from rain and blood.
Yeah, how many rations total was this?
20.
Was-
I gave them
okay,
18
20.
because we had 38.
Right. Yeah, so all of us get 4.
Yay!
And how long do the cooked ones last?
The cooked meat, you're not sure. Wait, who's asking?
Caleb.
Caleb? You're not sure, Caleb. In your circus, y'all usually salted and preserved your meat. Your preserved meat would last quite a while. But you're not sure about just cooked meat or smoked meat. You'll have to find out.
As they sit down and basically starting up the journey, Nas is gonna look to the rest as he leaves the reins for just a second. Look to them and say, well, it seems our mission changed.
Our mission changed.
Dog kind of glances over at him, raises his eyebrow.
After we fix the problems at Lord Harkon's, we have a new mission. So, I believe it's time to explain why it was a prison.
I mean, I've heard quite a few things. I could probably piece it together myself.
It's better to get all the details done and out of the way. Prince Elliot the youngest, was not was sorry is missing. One day we woke up at the barracks and he wasn't there. We searched all around and, well, he wasn't there. After my platoon and I basically panicked, after my platoon and I was basically captured, we all were sent to different parts. Some of them ran away. Some of us were imprisoned. I was transferred to this prison to be questioned by the princess. Presumably, she was gonna do the same thing that happened to the last that Prince Elliot, was seeing at the time. Well, to leave you out of the gruesome details, we cannot go back to the city. At least I cannot. Drake is not gonna wait for us there. The princess would be...
Well, what of your oath?
What? Sorry? No?
I thought, like, what about the town? I thought if you didn't come back, things would get really, really bad.
The princess was, it seems that she did not plan to come in 7 days, or in a week. Today is the day the princess is going to the prison.
But then why'd they send you out here now?
Sorry, kill him?
Well, if the princess is coming today, then why did they send you out?
Why do you think?
To save him.
He's gonna loot at the gardens for a second. Well, as it seems, his last wish was to find King Elliot. Not King Elliot, sorry. Prince Elliot. I don't know what all of you are gonna do. Either go back, I would say be careful. Or if you're gonna help me find King Elliot. Prince
Well, of course I'm
Elliot.
gonna find you. Of course I'm gonna help you. That's my entire reason for leaving the temple. I came to help people.
Keep in mind, if you follow this path, the country will be against you. They've seen all of you around with me, and they will think I escaped.
Moon's going to grin. I think I'm prepared for that.
What are the rest of your options? Not options, sorry. Opinions.
Dog just gonna just look towards the mountain of black wall. That is actually of far more importance than his issues.
Ina is just going to remain silent, thinking.
Kill him. Sorry, go ahead. I thought he was gonna stay silent.
Yeah, he's going to stay silent.
Kill him.
Well, I mean, I left my home to start a new life. mean, I was basically told to come on this mission to kind of clear my name, but I mean, if basically I'm with the wanted man, then I might as well continue on. So I'll happily help with your journey.
Thank you.
New adventures.
New adventures.
To new adventures.
We don't have ale.
Yeah.
And he's gonna sigh at that.
I mean, you could have brought it with you if you really wanted it.
I didn't know it was gonna go to waste. Black humor, right?
Did it go to waste?
You know what I mean.
Did it though?
No, it didn't. They probably had a nice last night before the princess came. Well,
So does this mean that we won't get paid for finishing the job?
I mean, if you really want to go back and get your other half,
It was a joke.
I mean, I'm not going to stop you.
Nah, I feel with how the situation has turned, it might be dangerous for any of us to really go back at this point.
Captain Drake told me that if Nash didn't return before the princess came, or rather, if Nash wasn't there when the princess came, that the entire city would, the entire town would pay the price. And oh boy,
Those gonna
The
You
only
can
one
ears
that
fall.
the only one I'm worried about is that Eleanor.
those gonna glance over at Nash and say, "So, is that guard captain now gonna see his head on a pike for sending you away?"
most likely.
There must be some friend.
Indeed.
He'll go back to staring at the darkness.
Moon's actually going to scooch over to Dull and kind of also look in the direction of the darkness, and she's going to ask him, "So, what do you see out there?"
Death.
Me as well. But somewhere in there, I feel like there's someone in there. I know.
There are many there. Many. Do not let your feelings collude yourselves from the facts. You do not want to be there yet. He keeps staring off into that darkness.
By the way, I didn't want to interrupt, but if any of y'all would like to give me a history check to really recall who Prince Elliot is, since all of you are sort of Randall natives, not natives, but y'all been here for a hot minute. If you would like, give me a history check. If you don't care, don't worry about it.
You know, that's not too bad, actually. A 17?
17. You know Prince Elliot was the sophomore of the royalty. He's not as near as bloodthirsty as Princess Isabella is. Caleb, you didn't really you've heard of Prince Elliot, but that's all you know. You know he's one of the princes. But like I said,
I've lived too long in the circus. I know no one.
Dole, you also know about as much as Moon does. You know that
All right.
he was sort of known as the benevolent prince. He was the one that was always like giving out rations to the townspeople, always saying hi, and he was sometimes speaking out against this war. Like, this war is a waste of time. We should be truly focusing on something else.
Uh-huh.
And he was the one that everyone pretty much said was like his mother. The kindness of his mother has been reborn in him. While the other three, the older three, are more bloodthirsty and power hungry. so to speak, from the rumors and what you've heard?
Something else does come to mind with these kind of quote unquote new orders. Should we even technically continue to the fort? I mean, is that kind of where they'd first look for us? Or is there still something at the fort that we should investigate?
We should find out what happened.
We've gone this far. We might as well continue. And if it gets to the point where we need to run, then we just run. My issue comes with what do we do about the carriage?
Go normal. It's
We,
good.
There's no one.
we rented the horses and
Will there be anyone to go give the cards to?
well, that's it. We don't know.
I say for now we might as well just keep a hold on it.
We do technically have 2 weeks with it. If we stay mindful of that, I think it won't be the worst thing. If it comes down to it, what we could do is we could pay someone to return it for us.
Or ask around to see what happened to the city?
Yes, well, again, we have 2 weeks.
Predicament. I say for now we just continue forward to the fort, and once we settle, we can better figure out our situation.
Yeah. Nas is kind of out of the conversation at this point.
Onwards?
Onwards.
Onwards.
Alright. As the party reaffirms their mission and then adds an additional mission to their quest line now, they continue on to the fort off in the distance. Dark clouds looming overhead, even darker clouds looming further north. That is where we're going to end it tonight as a short campaign or short session. I don't want to do too much without our boy Nerny here.
Indeed.
Yay!
You've been nudging since the start of the session to take off my gauntlets, haven't you?
Yep, I'm like, motherfucker, take off your gauntlets or you're going to do this and you're going to head back and you're going to fucking...
Tell us how you really feel.
No, I'm going to sleep with my gauntlets on. Nah.
Well, the thing is that I had to keep watch, and even with Jack,